Hey everybody, your name here and welcome to the channel. I'm so excited to have you here today. Today we're talking about our feline companions and some things we might be doing that are actually pretty bad for them. Cats are such wonderful creatures, and they bring so much joy into our lives. We love our cats, right? They are like family to us and we want to make sure they are happy and healthy. So we gotta make sure we're treating them right. Sometimes, we might be doing things that we think are okay, but they could actually be harmful to our furry friends. Stay tuned as we go over 11 things you should never do to your cat. These tips are super important, and they can make a big difference in your cat's well-being. First things first, I am not a veterinarian. I just want to make that clear right from the start. This is not professional medical advice. I'm just a dude who loves cats and has spent an embarrassing amount of time researching them. I've read countless articles, watched numerous videos, and even talked to some experts. So, if you think your cat might be sick or hurt, please, take them to an actual vet. It's always better to be safe than sorry when it comes to our pet's health. Don't be trying to treat your cat with essential oils and good vibes, alright? Some things are best left to the professionals. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Let's go! I'm really looking forward to sharing these tips with you, so grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's dive in. Alright, first up, let's talk about food, specifically dog food. You might think, hey, it's all animal food, right? What's the big deal? Wrong. Cats are obligate carnivores, which means they need meat to survive. Dog food is designed for dogs, and while it might have some meat in it, it also has a bunch of other stuff that cats don't need and can't digest properly. Feeding your cat dog food long-term can lead to serious health problems like heart disease and blindness. So, what's the takeaway here? Cat food for cats, dog food for dogs, keep your furry friends healthy and feed them the right stuff. We've all seen the cartoons with cats lapping up bowls of milk. It's a classic image that's been ingrained in our minds for decades. From Tom and Jerry to Garfield, the idea of cats loving milk is everywhere. It seems harmless, even cute, right? After all, what could be more adorable than a kitty with a little milk mustache? But there's more to the story than meets the eye. Well, here's the cold hard truth. Most adult cats are lactose intolerant. This means that their bodies lack the enzyme lactase, which is necessary to properly digest lactose, the sugar found in milk. That means their little kitty digestive systems can't handle the lactose in milk, which can lead to some seriously unpleasant side effects like diarrhea, vomiting, and stomach cramps. Imagine your poor cat feeling sick and uncomfortable just because of a little milk. Not fun for you, definitely not fun for your cat. Cleaning up after a sick pet is never enjoyable, and seeing your furry friend in distress is heartbreaking. Now, some cats might be able to tolerate a little bit of milk, especially the lactose-free kind. Lactose-free milk is specially treated to remove the lactose, making it easier on your cat's stomach, but honestly, it's just not worth the risk. Even with lactose-free options, there's always a chance your cat could have a negative reaction. Plus, milk isn't a necessary part of a cat's diet. Stick to water for your cat's hydration needs, and maybe treat them to some catnip instead. Water is the best way to keep your cat hydrated and healthy. They'll thank you for it. A happy, healthy cat is a joy to have around, and making the right choices for their diet is a big part of that. Dental hygiene isn't the most exciting topic, but when it comes to your cat, it's super important. Just like us, cats can get plaque and tartar buildup on their teeth, which can lead to gum disease, tooth decay, and even tooth loss. The good news is that preventing dental problems in cats is pretty easy. Brush their teeth regularly. I know, easier said than done. There are special cat toothbrushes and toothpaste available. Never use human toothpaste. And you can start by brushing their teeth just a few times a week and gradually work your way up to daily brushing. Trust me, it's worth it for your furry friend's health and happiness. Human meds for cats? Absolutely not. Never, ever, ever give your cat human medication. I don't care if it's over-the-counter pain relievers, cold medicine, or even herbal supplements, just don't do it. Cats metabolize things differently than humans, and what might be perfectly safe for us can be incredibly toxic and even deadly for them. Even seemingly harmless medications like ibuprofen or acetaminophen can cause serious liver and kidney damage in cats. If your cat is showing any signs of illness, contact your veterinarian. They're the experts, and they can prescribe the right medication and dosage to help your furry friend feel better safely. String theory, the dangers of unsupervised play. Let's talk about toys, specifically string. Cats love to bat around string, yarn, ribbon, you name it. But as tempting as it might be to let your cat go to town on a ball of yarn, unsupervised play with string can be extremely dangerous. If a cat swallows string, it can get lodged in their digestive tract, causing serious issues like intestinal blockages, internal injuries, and even death. Supervise your cat when they're playing with string, and when you're not around, put the string toys away in a safe place. Food frenzy, fighting feline obesity. Who doesn't love spoiling their cat with treats? Those big adorable eyes staring up at you, begging for just one more bite. It's hard to resist, right? But overfeeding your cat can lead to obesity, which opens the door to a whole host of health problems. We're talking about diabetes, joint problems, heart disease, and even a shorter lifespan. You should be able to feel their ribs with a gentle touch, but they shouldn't be sticking out. If your cat is starting to look a little more round than usual, it might be time to have a chat with your vet about their diet and exercise routine. 6. The Great Escape is actually a furnace. Never leave your cat in a parked car. It might seem like a harmless decision, but it can have dire consequences. This one's a big one. Never ever leave your cat unattended in a parked car. Even if you think you'll be back in just a few minutes, the risk is too high. Not even for a minute. The temperature inside a car can rise alarmingly fast, turning it into a death trap for your furry friend. Not even if it's a cool day. The weather outside can be deceiving, and a seemingly mild day can still result in dangerous conditions inside the car. Not even if you crack the windows. Just don't do it. Cracking the windows does little to alleviate the heat buildup inside the vehicle. Cars can quickly turn into ovens, even on relatively mild days. The sun's rays can heat up the interior to dangerous levels in no time. The temperature inside a parked car can rise by 20 degrees Fahrenheit in just 10 minutes, creating a hazardous environment for any pet left inside, and by 40 degrees in an hour. Imagine the unbearable heat and discomfort your cat would experience in such conditions. Cats are especially vulnerable to heat stroke because they can't sweat like humans do to regulate their body temperature. They rely on panting and external cooling, which are ineffective in a hot car. Leaving your cat in a hot car is basically like sticking them in an oven. It's a cruel and dangerous situation that can easily be avoided by taking your cat with you or leaving them at home. Declawing more than just a manicure. Declawing might sound like a simple procedure, just removing the claws, right? Wrong. Declawing is actually a serious surgery that involves amputating the last bone of each of your cat's toes. It's a painful procedure that can lead to long-term health problems for your cat, such as chronic pain, infection, nerve damage, and even behavioral issues. Cats use their claws for a lot more than just scratching. They use them for balance, climbing, defense, and even just for stretching. Declawing a cat is like taking away our fingernails and fingertips. It's cruel, it's unnecessary, and it's just plain wrong. 10. Chemical warfare. Protecting your cat from toxic substances. Cats are curious creatures and they love to explore their surroundings by sniffing, licking, and rubbing up against things. But a lot of common household products like cleaning supplies, pesticides, and even some essential oils can be toxic to cats if ingested or inhaled. Store all household chemicals out of reach of your cat, preferably in a locked cabinet. And when you're using these products, make sure your cat is out of the room and that the area is well ventilated. 6. Brain games. Keeping your cat mentally stimulated. Cats need mental stimulation to stay sharp and avoid boredom. A bored cat is a destructive cat. They might start scratching furniture, chewing on things they shouldn't, or even acting out in other ways. You can try puzzle feeders, interactive toys, scratching posts, climbing trees, or even just some good old-fashioned playtime with you. A little bit of effort goes a long way in keeping your cat happy, healthy, and out of trouble. 7. Positive reinforcement, the key to a happy cat. Let's talk about discipline. Physical punishment is never the answer when it comes to cats. Cats don't understand physical punishment. All it does is make them afraid of you and more likely to act out in the future. Instead of resorting to physical punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Reward your cat for good behavior with treats, praise, and affection. And if your cat does something wrong, try redirecting their attention to a more appropriate activity. 9. And there you have it, folks. 11 things you should never do to your cat. Remember, cats are amazing creatures, and they deserve to be treated with love, respect, and a whole lot of tuna. If you learned something new today, give this video a big thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome cat content. Until next time, keep those tails twitching, those purrs rumbling, and those cat memes coming. See ya! Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your pets happy and healthy.